I
then
know,
they'll do the game.
but that means we aren't going to get started for at least 40 minutes.
How long am I going to have to wait for my cocktail tonight? That's horrible.
Well, I figured you got into happy hour already. No?
No. I saw the goalie mom for the JV game. I asked her if I could sit in that oasis of serenity and calm. She looked at me and said, "Are you crazy?"
Sit where?
That oasis of serenity and calm next to her.
Where's that?
Next to the mom of the goalie in the
okay.
JV game.
Jordan, we got another problem about just popped up. It's
what?
At this time, we're ready to start. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's game between the Stillwater Ponies and the Cretin-Derham Raiders. Tonight's parents night, we're going to be honoring the parents. First up will be number 2, Matt McKinley, and his parents, Kent and Liz. Number 3, Jesse Bukestad, with parents Scott and Tammy. Number 4, Joey Novolini, with parents Tony and Rachel.
as far as I know, it's locked. Okay.
Number 5, Phil Daniels, with parents Mark and Wendy. Number 6, Joe Sorensen, with parents Mike and Sarah. Number 8, Jack Reinseth, with parents Jake and Terry. Number 9, Matthew Stanton, with parents Chris and Denise. Number 10, Jackson Cates, and number 11, Noah Cates, with the most awesome parents, Jeff and Jenny. Number 12, Thomas Brushy, with parents Todd and Margot. Number 13, Austin Murr, with parents Joe and Deidre. Number 15, Luke Manning, with parents Bob and Chris. Number 16, Jack Mapstone, with parents Scott and Denisa. Number 17, Brody Swanson, with parents Chris and Suey. Number 18, Gavin Holland, with parents Tony and Jesse. Number 19, Andrew Hoy, with parents Jim and Polly. Number 20, Dylan Andres, with parents Ken and Joetta. We're going to let everybody catch up here just for a minute. All right, next up, number 21, Simon Sagasaur, and number 22, TJ Sagasaur, with their parents, Tom and Trisha. Number 23, Adam Knapp, with parents, Scott and Dawn. Number 24, Tommy McGuire, with parents Jeff and Tracy. Number 25, Michael Kaufman, with parents Bob and Stephanie. Number 26, Max Timmons, with parents Michael and Kristen. Number 27, Cole Fernandez, with parents Frank and Stacy. Number 28, Evan Tamero, with parents Tom and Barb. Number 29, Luke Munson, with parents Doug and Kathy. Number 30, Josh Benson, with parents Jason and Andrea. Number 31, Seth Isley, with parents John and Shelley. Number 32, Joseph Pitty, and his parents Dan and Sheila. Number 33, Mitch Bailey, with parents Mike and Randy. Number 36, David Van Ort, and his mother Holly. Number 37, Mason Bartosh, with parents Peter and Sandy. Number 38, Branson Peterson, and his parents Doug and Michelle. Number 39, Josh Long, with his parents Jason and Mary. Number 40, Pad DeBruzzi, with parents Tom and Jackie. And that's it for the introductions. Enjoy the game, everybody, and go Ponies!
High School.
Hey, what hallway is this?
Let me show you. First you have the science hall where you will learn science makes all. First you'll take biology, the study of all living things. Then you'll take some chemistry, you'll create things chemically. How about some physics then, where matter and motion have the plan? You can learn this all at Stillwater High. Let's look at some English course where you will learn words carry heavy forces. English good. Well, sign up for the Pony Express. Our newspaper is the best. You can learn this all at Stillwater High.
What?
The social studies, all history, they will teach you all. With our fine history courses, you'll learn facts from many sources. If government, econ, or your trade, you'll learn the system and how it's made. Philosophy, among other things, are just one class that this great school brings. At Stillwater High.
Wait, where are we?
Well, this is the magnetic swing where numbers are our favorite things. Let's go take some algebra where you will learn some formulas. Then you'll take some FST, functions, statistics, trigonometry. Then you'll take some higher math, you'll take calculus last. You can take this all at Stillwater High. Come on, everybody! If you need some extra classes, arts and electives for the masses. Music, paint, and word with play, you'll express yourself every day. Learn languages of the world, Francais, Espanol. Health is something you have to do, same with gym, it's good for you. You can take this all. You can take this all. You can take this all at Stillwater High. You can take this all. You can take this all. You can take this all at Stillwater High.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming in tails, heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. take me back to the start. I was just guessing at numbers and figures, pulling the puzzles apart. Questions of science, science and progress did not speak as loud as my heart. Tell me you love me, come back and haunt me. Oh, when I rush to the start, running in circles, chasing tails, coming back as we are. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be so hard. I'm going back to the start.
Good evening and welcome to the Blizzard Ice Arena in Stillwater, Minnesota. We're here to watch Stillwater's home opener for the 2015 season against Cretin-Derham Hall. And here to lead us into the game are Stillwater's A Squirts. What do you think, guys? Go Ponies? What do you guys see tonight? A win or a loss? We going to hear you guys during the game?
Yeah!
All right, go Ponies. We're going to go right to Tom Witchell, who's going to be doing play-by-play tonight. There you are. Take it away, Tom.
All right, thank you much, Bill Hamilton, and hello, everybody, from the St. Croix Valley Rec Center here in Stillwater. Welcome to Suburban East Conference Hockey on this Saturday night's Parents' Night here at the arena, as the Stillwater Ponies have their home opener against the Raiders of Cretin-Derham Hall. The Stillwater Ponies coming in at 2-0. Their opponent tonight, the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders, are 1-2 on the season. This broadcast, a presentation of VAC TV, and it's underwritten by Acapulco Restaurante and by RBC Wealth Management. Our executive producer is Greg Pekarski. Our director is Jordan Simpkins. On graphics is Travis Monroe. And our camera people are Spencer Glover and Brett Christensen. I'm Tom Witchen, voice of Stillwater Pony football, and now the voice of Stillwater Pony boys and girls hockey. We'll talk about the girls in just a bit. Right now I'm going to bring in my broadcast partner, and Bill Hamilton. Welcome aboard, sir. And you are the expert because you saw the Ponies from last year, a 19-win season. And they did lose to Hill Murray in the section playoffs, but they brought back an awful lot of talent.
They sure did, Tom. Thanks. It's a pleasure to work with you, and looking forward to a good season. It's nice to hear your voice there. Yeah, the Ponies had a good year last year, and I've seen the first two away games. They have a very interesting team. It looks like they have two first lines, and their third line, I think, is as good as most second lines in the state.
Well, if the bloodlines are there, this should be an outstanding team. You've got the 2 generations of Cates. You got the Sagasaurs. You got the Bukestead. Those names are familiar here in the state of hockey.
Oh, and the Bensons.
Yeah.
We have a lot of talented hockey players and a lot of old-time Stillwater names here.
Meanwhile, this program is up and coming. Of course, the Cinderella team from 2 years ago, I had a chance to broadcast the section championship game over at a packed Coliseum when they beat Hill Murray. And but this program is coming on, and the numbers are there. And I know the Youth Association I guess it's the second largest in the state, so they keep coming up. I know the Bantam team is ranked number 1 in the state right now. Junior varsity, they won earlier today 5-3. How have they been doing in their first 2 games?
I think they won both games.
Okay.
I may be mistaken.
Again, Lakeville North and Roseville?
Yeah, they beat Lakeville North, and I'm pretty sure they won that Roseville game too.
Well, you said you saw the opening game of the season. The undefeated state champions, Lakeville North Panthers. The Ponies got 3 goals on 5 shots in that first period, went on to a 6-5 win. How well did they play last night, or that Tuesday night?
You know, I thought the Ponies played very well. The Lakeville North plays on an Olympic-sized sheet of ice.
Right, at Ames Arena there.
You're right, and our boys, I don't think, had really seen much of that. In Lakeville North, a big, strong, physical, fast, disciplined team. And the boys needed to really do some adjustment to get into the swing of it, which they did.
Are they a team that can play on an Olympic size sheet? Do they have the speed and quickness?
I think they do. Maybe back the blue line, that remains to be seen. But their forward line certainly can. And they have good, solid goaltending. It's a very hopeful season this year. A lot of expectation. We
ranked number 10 in the state.
Are they after the Roseville? I sort of lost track.
I think they are. Yeah, I got the rankings here. I think they're number 10 according to Let's Play Hockey.
Let's Play Hockey. Yeah. Well, exciting. I'm not sure that they really want to be ranked that high right now.
Yeah, that's that target on their back.
Yeah, I think they'd rather be a little bit less. But something new also this year, they're playing Hill Murray during the regular season.
I see that. And I'm going to see if we can maybe do that game over at Aldrich Arena. That's coming up later on this season. This is the first of 12 broadcasts here on VAC TV, Channel 15 here in the Valley, that we'll be broadcasting Stillwater Pony boys. And we're also doing girls hockey this season online. TJSportsOnline.net is the link to those broadcasts. And the girls won their 4th in a row this afternoon. They beat Woodbury by a score of 5-0. And their record is now 5-3-1. We've had a chance to broadcast 3 of their games, and they're really coming on. They're an impressive club.
Well, and it is. And the girls program has done, I think, traditionally has been doing a little bit better than the boys program, but now we're sort of getting some
see
parity.
The 2 banners out there.
Exactly, yeah. Now we're getting some parity. 2 years ago, I was at the Coliseum for that game that put Stillwater for the first time in state.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing sight. There were grown men with tears.
Well, I sent Matt, after I broadcast the game, I sent Matt an email. I told him, I said, that is the best defensive strategy that I've ever seen. They executed their game plan to perfection in beating Hill Murray.
They did. And the goalie played a remarkable game. And now, that was his sophomore year. He's now a senior. And
now, they lost to Hill Murray, though, last year, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, in the sections, yep.
They did. That's going to be a very interesting game when they play Hill Murray this year.
Well, you mentioned you saw Lakeville North down at Ames. And what about over at the Roseville Ice Arena? The Ponies won that one by a score of 5-2. Did they dominate?
No, I don't think they totally dominated.
Okay.
And I think Roseville has a typical Roseville team that plays very tough, hard-nosed physical hockey.
Not the type of hockey when Gordy was coach, was it?
Yeah, no. But still, not dirty hockey.
Yeah.
Just hard-nosed physical hockey. As long as I've seen Roseville, they've played that kind of hockey. And I think that was another test for the Ponies. They sort of, every time there was a touch of the puck, there was a Roseville player for a check.
All right, the Ponies off to that 2-0 start with those 2 wins, playing the Raiders tonight, and at Hastings next week. Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders under longtime head coach Jimmy O'Neill, a good friend of mine. We go back about 25 years. Off to a tough start. They beat Montemita at the Highland Ice Arena 3-1 and got beat by highly ranked Edina 3-0. And they lost to Woodbury 4-2, and from what I understand, Woodbury may have one of their better teams in recent years.
Well, that's true. I talked to Woodbury's athletic director this morning, and he's very hopeful that they've never beaten Eastridge, and they're playing Eastridge tonight. He's very hopeful that they're going to prevail.
Is that over in Beetleburg?
Yes.
Oh, obviously, yeah. They both have that same rink.
Right. No. Eastridge. That's something I never understood.
Oh, that's right. Eastridge plays at Cottage Grove, don't they?
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't build that adjunct arena in Woodbury. They could have walked to practice from the high school.
Right.
But yeah, they're playing tonight.
Yeah,
and,
theirs is a 7:30 start time as well. So we'll
that
try
was sort
to
of
keep
a surprise.
Yeah.
It was a surprise for Woodbury.
So 4-2 was the final, and other games going on tonight. We look around the Metro here in the state of hockey, and we've got some early scores in some afternoon games. As Apple Valley got beat by Eastview 5-1, and Hermantown and Hopkins played with 3-3 overtime tie. Hermantown, the number 1 ranked team in the state in Class 1A. Duluth East over Andover 6-5. Target beat Crookston by a score of 4-1, and it was Osseo over Irondale 6-2. Centennial beat Anoka 7-4. Brainerd over Bloomington Jefferson 11-9.
Wow.
20 goals, my goodness. Buffalo over Monticello 4-2. Egan edged Duluth Denfeld 5-4. Forest Lake over Park Cottage Grove 2-1. Holy Family beat New Prague 8-1. Prior Lucky over Rosemont 9-1. Cambridge Ice Chatty and Minneapolis 7-5. Minneapolis. And North St. Paul lost to Watana 5-4. Now that North St. Paul program, is that the co-op team or is that the girls co-op team? At North
I think
St.
it's
Paul?
the girls co-op team.
Girls
right now.
co-op team.
But I've heard rumblings that the high school may be considering that.
Because I remember Alex Sundstrom is one of the coaches of that co-op team. And under the other scores, Minnetonka over St. Thomas Academy, first period 1-0. And Wayzata and Hill-Murray underway at Aldrich Arena. And no screw around on that. We'll keep you up to date on scores as they come in here this afternoon. As we're broadcasting live on VAC TV, Channel 15 here in the Valley. I'm Tom Merchant. And Bill Hamilton alongside. Again, this broadcast underwritten by Acapulco Restaurante Mexicana. How's my Spanish? And RBC Wealth Management. We thank Dan for making this all possible. And, of course, Greg Pekarski and his crew as well. As we mentioned, the junior varsity game, and Stillwater went back and forth the first couple of periods. But the Ponies, the Broncos, if you want to call them that, they potted a couple of goals in the third period to win by a score of 5-3. Some good players coming up.
Oh, I think they have. I think they have some good players. And we've had some different people dressing for varsity. And the goalie that played tonight, Isley, he's a good goalie. He's the backup for the varsity. It's good to see that.
Also on the Stillwater scoreboard last night, the Pony basketball team, they won their first 2 games, but now they've lost their last 2. They lost at home last night, 73-60 to Forest Lake. And the Pony girls are hosting a 4-team tournament over at the high school. They won last night. They defeated River Falls 53-44. They're supposed to play Hudson this afternoon, and we haven't seen a score in that as well. And we mentioned it was Stillwater 5, Woodbury 0 in girls hockey this afternoon. And our next broadcast of Stillwater Pony girls hockey on online audio and video streaming. Go to tjsportsonline.net. By the way, that is my company's website. It's broadcast presentation of VAC TV in cooperation with TJ Broadcast Services. And it is White Bear Lake undefeated against Stillwater. Should be a great game next Saturday afternoon. Yeah. I hear the dulcet tones of Bob downstairs. Let's get the lineups.
Elias Weber. His defense, number 9, senior John Wolf. And number 21, senior Hugo Hartnell. The center is number 4, senior Ryan Smith. And the wingers are number 12, senior Kirby Rice. And number 23, senior Cal Peterson. And the remainder of the Cretin-Derham Home Raiders, co-head coaches Charlie Basco, Jim O'Neill, assistant coaches Chris Hickey and Chris Wyant. And now introducing the starting lineup for the Stillwater Ponies. In goal, number 30, senior Josh Benson. His defense, number 3, junior Jesse Bukestead. And number 19, senior Andrew Hoy.
Good linebacker.
The forwards, number 9, junior Matthew Stanton. Number 10, senior Jackson Cates. And number 21, senior Simon Sagasar. And the remainder of the Stillwater Ponies, head coach Matt Goldman, assistant coaches Pete Hamilton, Paul Benson, Scott Bukestead, and Rick Thomas.
And there for Bob is the introductions of our starting lineups. And now from the rec center, our national anthem. Again, from the rec center, Suburban East Conference Hockey, but I guess Section 4. Wait a minute. Somebody told me Cretin-Derham Hall, did they get moved to the West Metro, maybe Section 6 or 7?
I think.
Yeah. I think, Johnny Poole was telling me that when we did the Cretin-Derham Hall Stillwater Pony girls game, and he said something, they got moved all the way over to the west side of the metro area. And so these are just conference opponents here this evening.
They are. And the voice of Bob Bielenberg in the background, old-time Stillwater hockey stalwart. Ran Lily Lake Arena for years, used to ref high school hockey and drive the Zamboni in skates between periods.
Well, the Raiders will be defending the goal. To our left in goal will be Elias Weber, getting his first start as the Raider. Josh Benson, we mentioned him on our pregame chat here, the senior, with a 3.5 goals against average save percentage of around 88%. For the Raiders up front, Kirby Rice, Ryan Smith, and Cal Peterson. For the Ponies, we mentioned Josh in goal. On defense, not Scotty Bukestead, I knew I was going to say that. Jesse Bukestead and Andrew Hoy. Andrew, of course, outstanding linebacker for the Pony football team. I get a chance to broadcast their games every year. And up front, Sagasor, that's Simon, Jackson Cates, and Matthew Stanton. And the Ponies going from right to left. The Raiders in the purple and gold as this one is sent away. And the Raiders control the faceoff. And back to their own zone is Hugo Hartnell. Plays it up the right wing. Into the zone, picked off by Jesse Bukestead. Plays it up the right wing board, turned back by the Raiders as Kirby Rice will send it into the Pony zone. First person back again is Bukestead in the near corner up along the right wing boards, about down high. And again, Bukestead, Jesse doesn't want it. He tries to get away from the forechecker. He downs Ryan Smith. And he has to drop the pass back to the defense. And there is Hugo Hartnell, correction number 21. That is Simon Sagasor. And the puck out to center ice. Played between the blue lines right now. And the Ponies, Matthew Stanton will send it in to the Raiders zone. First period action here from the rec center. And the Raiders on the breakout. Cal Peterson goes rink wide. And it's going to be icing. Yep, icing the call as the faceoff coming back down in the CDH zone.
Now, I saw Bukestead in his first 2 games, and he's just a junior, but he seems to be playing at a level of physicality that the college players play at. He is quite something to behold out there.
Face off to the right of the goaltender, Elias Weber. Mentioned his first start. And the Ponies win the face-off. Sagasor will hold it in, plays it down low. Back in the near corner, second line is out there. Noah Cates, Luke Manning, and TJ Sagasor. That's the junior line, all juniors. And out of the near corner, there's Noah Cates. He is taken down, gets back up, gets double team, loose puck, side of the goal, right out front. Bouncing puck picked up by the Raiders. They've got numbers, 3-on-2, coming back on the carry is Ryan Jewett. And he takes a hit against the near side boards and back behind the net. Jack Yannick, Ryan Jowett, and Joey Gimberline is this line for the Raiders. As Benson makes his first save of the hockey game. Play to the lead line and out to center ice. The Raiders regroup in their own end. Breakout pass. And coming back, and that'll be a hand pass, I believe, called against the Raiders.
Yep.
And it'll come at center ice as we played a minute and a half of this first period. No score. JV game went by way of the Stillwater Ponies by a score of 5-3.
Talked to Chris Hickey before the game, and he thought this was a learning experience for Cretin this year.
I know they got an all-senior defense, but up front they're a little bit younger. And again, the Raiders win yet another face-off. The defensive pair is Jack Radenbaugh and Andrew Smolich. And again, whistle is the shot on goal, and Josh has to make the second save of the hockey game. Ponies in the gray, red, and black. Face-off to the left, Josh. In the Pony zone off to our right. And the face-off won by the Ponies, running around the far side boards as Gavin Holland gets it out the center and into the offensive zone. First man in the forecheck is Parker Dutko. This is the third line. Parker, Michael Kaufman, and Gavin Holland out for the Ponies. And on the points is Thomas Brucey, I hope it's pronounced.
Yep.
And is that Austin Murr out there? Yep, that's Austin, defensive back for the Pony football team. They play back behind Josh Benson. And it is Brucey to plant somebody into that back wall. Puck in that far corner, Pony zone. And they have a rugby scrum. Gavin Holland trying to break it up. And Austin Murr plays a rink wide near side. And again, they're having problems getting out of the zone right now as it's cleared out to neutral ice, deflected up off the boards in front of the scorer's table and sent into the Raiders zone. It's walked back out. And on the carry is Hugo Hartnell, senior defenseman, sends it into the Pony zone as CDH is in a wholesale line change. Pony trying to take advantage of that. Andrew Hoy. And he dumps it off to that far side and played ahead of center ice. Coming back into the zone is Simon Sagasor on his backhand. Bad angle shot saved. After the rebound is Jackson Cates. Feeds the point. A one-timer. It's wide on a shot from the point. A blast taken there by the Ponies by Jackson Cates, one of the captains of the Ponies. As it comes out again to neutralize Simon into the offensive zone. Here comes Cates' shot, and it's wide of the goal. And the puck to the blue line and out to center ice. And on the transition coming back for the Raiders is Kirby Rice. Brings it into the zone. The Ponies immediately drive it out to neutral ice, backhanded in. And Josh will leave it there for the defense, Andrew Hoy. And then we get play whistle down. We have a delayed offside.
I think so.
Okay. Delayed offside. Shots on goal 2-1.
13:40 remaining.
Cretin-Derham Hall defeated Forest Lake in girls hockey this afternoon by a score of 2-1. Ponies win the faceoff this time, but there's Luke Manning. Luke's got 3 goals on the season. TJ's got 5 goals, the 2 leading scorers for the Ponies. As playing away in the Pony zone, right to left. Back they come with the breakout. Pass ahead to Manning, and Luke will drive it into the offensive zone. TJ Sagasor and Noah Cates on the wings. Puck in the near corner for Manning. Manning with a centering pass, broken up by the Raiders. Sent away. Here comes Yankic. Jack Yannick in on goal, saved by Benson. At a 1-on-1, and Yannick getting the shot on goal. And Josh makes the save. The rebound of the near side boards. There, TJ gets it out to center ice. On the right wing, far side. Noah Cates into the zone. Stops the drop pass. Manning down the board. Stops. Walks the goal line. He's hauled out. And the puck loose onto the near corner. And either a penalty or the net came loose. And the net came loose back behind Weber.
Pony's a little flat.
Yeah. Cretin-Derham Hall, these first 5 minutes, dominating from the blue line, or correction, the red line in. Ponies with just 1 shot on goal so far, 3-1. The only crooked numbers we get up on the scoreboard right now. And the face-off in the Raiders zone, and they win. They had another face-off as they play it out to center ice. 3rd or 4th line out there for head coach Jimmy O'Neill, John Gleason, Mike Murphy, and Tucker Cruzy. Near corner in the Pony zone, up right in front of the student section. And it comes to the line and out to center ice. Raiders touch up, get everybody on side. And it's driven to the zone by Andrew Smolich. And again, the Ponies have to go back. There is Joey Sorensen, senior defenseman for the Ponies. Plays it up the right wing boards, pass a little bit too far. And in front of the Raider bench, CDH breaks up the rush. And again, the Ponies have to go back. They're going to change lines. As CDH, Cretin-Derham Hall with the puck. And they'll set it all the way down the ice. And that'll be an icing call there. Jack Radenbaugh, senior defenseman, goes about, what do you say, 6'5"?
6'5", and you'd see him out there. He is big.
We could have used him as a tight end this year.
Holy smokes.
Face off to the right of Elias Weber. And a line of Stanton, Cates, and Simon Sagas are out there. And on the point, Thomas Brucey and Austin Murray. And they face off, another win by the Raiders. Right out front, they coughed it up, and Cates had a one-timer. Jackson put it just wide. And the puck against the near side boards comes to the line. And fanning out a shot in the slot is Cates. But on the stick of Simon Sagasor to the point. A blast by Austin Murray, and that hit traffic in front of the net. Sagasor with a shot, and Simon got the shoulder pad of Weber from the far point. Brucey will hold it in. Now the Ponies are starting to dial it up out of the far corner. Walking in from the point was Brucey. His shot was blocked, and it comes free to line, and Thomas holds it in. Down low in the corners, Matthew Stanton, and the defenseman takes him out of the play. And off in the near corner is Simon Sagasor to the point as Murray will hold it in. Now the Ponies are dominating the offensive zone, and it finally comes free, and again they hold it in. And Simon lost an edge, and he goes down, and the Raiders pick it off and send it down ice. The Ponies have to get onside, and they do, and it is sent into the offensive zone, sent in by Simon Sagasor. Raiders on a long breakout pass, and driven into the offensive zone by Justin Weinberg. This is the third line with Justin Weinberg, Shane Furlong, and Joey Gimberline from neutral. It is sent into the offensive zone by Luke Manning. From the far point, the Ponies hold it in, comes down the slot, and is broken up by the defense in front of Weber. And back behind the net for Charlie Haugen, senior defenseman. And the Ponies on the forecheck, there is Cates. And Jackson trying to put it out front, taken away by the Raiders. And coming to centers, Cal Peterson into the zone. The drop pass. Ryan Smith shot. Save Benson. Rebounds. Sits free in that far face-off circle. And picked up and cleared by Manning to the line. It's going to climb the glass. That one's up into the crowd across the way. And somebody's got a souvenir. With 10:24 to go in a scoreless first period.
Young Noah Cates started this season 5 inches taller than he ended last season.
What a growth spurt. His dad's not that tall.
Oh, he's...
Well, how tall is Jay?
I would guess, that's Jeff.
Jeff, I'm sorry.
I would guess he's 6 feet.
Okay.
I may be.
Play underway in the Pony zone, and the puck in the near corner, a little bit out of our view. And played up the boards, and the Ponies coming to center ice. And on the carry, driven into the offensive zone by the Ponies and Simon Sagasur. Puck back behind the net, up along the far side boards. And the Raiders on the transition, knocked down at center ice. They get onside, and Riley Wild, number 6, Joey Sorensen will drive it into the Raiders zone, clear down ice, and yet another icing call. The amount of icing looks like people they're not getting into their systems just yet.
No. Stillwater is starting to click. They're starting to click, as you said.
Yeah, they've had the last 3 shots in goal. Raiders win the face-off, ringing around the near side boards. Dutko, there's Parker, and he puts it down low. Return pass comes to the point. Shot by Jack Mapstone, I hope I'm pronounced, junior defenseman.
That's correct.
And that hit traffic. Back forward, Jack Radenbaugh, all 6'5". He is stable to that back wall. Comes to the point. Mapstone with a shot. Scores!
Oh, yes.
Jack Mapstone from the point. And I don't think Weber even saw it. It got past him in an awfully big hurry. And the Ponies take the initial lead of this hockey game. Time of this goal will be 7:27. And for Mapstone, that'll be his first goal of the year, unless it was deflected out front. And we'll wait and see. We'll get the call from Bobby and get the assist on that one. That is 6 shots on goal in a row for the Ponies. They've outshot the Raiders 7-3.
I think Radenbaugh was standing in front of the goal, and he created a shadow. There was almost no light there.
And off the face-up, puck in the Stillwater zone, and the Raiders are offside. So if it goes to Jack Mapstone, that'll be his first goal of the year. He has 1 assist, junior defenseman. Face-off coming outside the Pony blue line. And the puck is dropped. Raiders win yet another one as Hartnell will send it in to the Pony zone as Benson will set it up.
For Stillwater, number 14, Parker Dutko, with the assistant number 15, Luke Manning. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 27 seconds.
Boy, I don't understand that one because Jack took the initial shot.
Yeah, I would have thought Mapstone should have had at least an assist.
Parker Dutko gets the goal, and the assist goes to Luke Manning. Manning with his third assist of the year for Parker. That'll be his first goal of the year, first point. 1-0 Ponies, under 9 minutes to go here in the first period. Suburban East Conference hockey here on BAC TV, Channel 15 here in the Valley, and online. Go to bactv.org for the link to the broadcast. You can also go to my website, tjsportsonline.net, and we've got a link as well. There's a shot from the point, far side, a rising shot by Joey Noboloni. I hope it's pronounced Nobolani. And that was wide and up over the net. Puck back behind the Raider net off to our left. Up the left wing boards on the intercept. There's Matthew Stanton. He lost it, but covering up on the play for the Ponies was TJ Sagasor. Far corner, back behind the Raider net. And the centering pass deflected the line. Murr will hold it in. And now Cates will hold it in. That's Jackson Cates. You got Jackson and Noah. You got Simon and TJ. So we got a couple of brother combinations on the club. Now 8 shots in a row, 9-3. The Ponies are starting to get it dialed up. They're 2-0 on the season's CD8. Cretin-Derham Hall is 1-2. Face up just outside the Raider blue line. And this time won by the Raiders. Jesse Bukestad has to go back into his own zone. As they set up the breakout, he comes out the far side door. Goes drop pass for his partner, Andrew Hoy. Hoy out of the near quarter. Headman pass to center ice. Nice pass. Bukestad into the zone. Jesse stops looking for help. Into the slot, and nobody's there. And the puck comes out to center ice. They have to touch up. They get onside. And out to center ice is Cal Peterson on his off wing to Ryan Smith. Smith's shot hits traffic in front of that from the point. There's a blast. Nice pad save. Second save by Benson. He covers up and holds on. And this time the Raiders, a flurry with a couple of shots on goal, and Josh slamming the door.
That was some good work on Josh's part down there.
And the Ponies back on the road next week to go to the Hastings Arena. See Rusty Welch's club. And off the face, far face-off circle, side of the goal, but Pony goal. Rung around the near side boards for Parker Dutko. What is it, Bill?
Dutko, I believe.
Okay, I think that's what Bob said. Back in the far corner, there's Gavin Holland, senior winger on that third line. And back behind the Raider net, we've got the 7-minute mark. And up the wing, Cal Peterson out of his own zone. Headman pass intended for Ryan Smith, broken up by Mapstone. And the puck back down to the Pony zone. Josh out for a skate, gets it out to neutral ice. And on the carry into the zone, Jack Mapstone with a shot just wide to that far pipe. And from the far wall, it's held in by Dutko. And plays it down the wall. In the skates of Michael Kaufman, dancing free as the Ponies hold it in. They're going to go for a line change as the Raiders go back and regroup. This is Radenbaugh and Smallich on the blue line for the Raiders, and it's at neutral ice, right at the red line, and carried into the offensive zone by Jack English, junior winger for the Raiders. And on the draft pass, picked off. Luke Manning coming to center, no numbers, 1-on-3. Manning around one, but not the second one. Radenbaugh breaks it up. And it comes to the near side boards on the Raiders zone. As Manning doesn't want Eddie, but he's pinned to the wall. That should be an interference call. As they brought down TJ Sagasur back behind the play. The puck was 10 feet away. TJ again back behind the net. A leading score with 5. From the wing, a shot. And it's wide of the goal. Count to the point as the Ponies will hold it in. Held in by Thomas Brucey. Tommy plays it down low into the near corner. Ponies control the offensive zone. Nice job by Noah Cates. Cates at the half wall, and he'll send it down low. Then he lost possession, comes to the line, and out to center. And Stillwater has to regroup, get everybody on side. Cates, Noah into the offensive zone, avoids the forechecker, or backtracker, and it comes to the line, and flipped out to center.
That's a lot easier for Noah with that size.
Noboloni with the puck. Noboloni, Joey had it taken off his stick and back into the Pony zone. Raiders on the forecheck, and Noboloni makes the miss. 3-on-2. The Ponies have numbers coming back. And then nice back checking by Jack Yannick and for the Raiders. And that broke up that rush. And Matthew Stanton on his off wing fires, and a save by Weber right in the midsection. As the first shot on goal for Matthew Stanton, the junior winger. A couple of assists down the season. 11 5 shots and goal. 1-0 in favor of the Ponies. 7:27 as Peter Dutko gets the goal with an assist from Luke Manning. And off the draw right to the goal mouth. And Weber will cover up as he reaches around the pipe and holds on.
The Ponies' defense seemed to be settling into more of a routine now than the beginning of the game and the beginning of the season.
Well, they're being more aggressive, trying to bring it out of the zone instead of trying to pass it out of the zone. They're looking to carry it out of the zone. As the Raiders not being very aggressive sometimes on the forecheck from the point. There's Bukestad. Jesse plays it down the walls. Pass into the slot. Jackson Cates goes to the point. Shot up over there and off into the near corner. Simon Sagasur against that back wall. Stood up on a hit and taken away by the Raiders and gets it out to center ice. Yannick, Jack Yannick into the zone. 1-on-3. And he's taken out of the play right in front of the net. Clear to the near side boards. As Sagasur trying to clear the zone. Simon cannot. And it comes to neutral ice. And is that in the... Where did the puck go? It went out of play.
I think it went into the officials, minor officials box. Bob Bielenberg is waving a white flag to surrender.
Hey, what do we got coming up between the first and second period?
Sorry?
What do we have coming up between the first and second period?
I think we have a segment with an interview with Coach Matt Doman.
Okay. As the Ponies send it into the offensive zone. Getting to it first is Riley Wild. Puck loose in the high slot. Shot Weber with a save. And deflected up over the net. Shot taken by the Ponies' Michael Kaufman, third line center.
Yes, we had a talk with Matt before the season started down in his office locker room and talked about his philosophy and what he's hoping for this year.
Face off inside the Raiders zone. Face off won by Wild. As he'll drop it off into the corner for Charlie Haugen, his defensive partner. Haugen to center ice, lead pass up ice, and nobody touched it. That'll be icing. And we'll come back into the Cretin-Derham Hall zone for the face-off. I saw CDH. The Raiders were here a couple weeks ago and took on the Stillwater Pony girls. As Johnny Pohl has a very young club but a very talented club, and they won that night by a score of 4-1. But since then, the Pony girls have won 4 in a row, including a 5-0 win today over Woodbury. They've got White Bear Lake here next Saturday, and I'll have that game for you, tjsportsonline.net. Keep that address in mind as we audio and video stream about 8 or 9 Stillwater Pony girls games, plus the dozen games for the Pony boys here on VAC TV. As the Ponies again controlling the offensive zone. Noah Cates in the corner, crisscrosses with TJ, and a 4-man type dug free by TJ. Sagasur trying to kill some time. We're down to 3.5 to go. And it pops free and picked up by the Raiders. And the play to the line is shelled in by Austin Merv. He walks it in from the point. Gets a return pass. Nope, it never got there. Sagasur's pass was broken up. Behind that, Merv again off into that far corner. And he takes a hit from the forward there. And Kirby Rice. And out to center. Cal Peterson splits the double team. And I think we've got our first penalty of the hockey game. We've got a cross-checking call to me. He had it out at the 13:49 mark. And Cretin-Derham Hall will go on a power play for the first time. The Raiders looking for their first power play goal of the season. Meanwhile, the Ponies, out of their 11 goals, they got a couple of shorthanded goals and one power play.
They did. Back-to-back shorthanded goals against Roseville.
Oh, Roseville? Okay.
Yeah, they almost got a third.
Off the face-off, Ponies sent it down. The Raiders have to go back as going into the penalty box for Luke Manning. Here's Bob.
To Stillwater's number 15, Luke Manning for cross-checking.
Manning for cross-checking. And the Raiders with the puck. Offensive zone shot, and it's just wide as rifling it up top with Charlie Haugen coming in from the point. And again, the Ponies, good job to send it down.
Good short shift there.
Left to right, the breakout, and into the zone, coming down the slot. There's a backhand shot. Benson with a save. Shot taken by Shane Furlong. As the Shane is a senior on that third line. Puck against that back wall, Pony zone. And we have a 3-4-man type in the near corner. Finally is popped free by Angel Hoy. And then they ring it around the far side board looking for Noah Cates. Never got there. Up front, loose puck. And finally clipped away by the red and black. And they'll send it down the ice with the Raiders with just under a minute to go in the one-man advantage. Jacob Radaba on the carry. Hit man pass into the offensive zone, picked up and cleared all the way back down the ice. Shake, breakaway, shorthanded, scoring! It's Jackson Cates. Cates on a shorthanded breakaway. Beautiful pass from the defensive zone. I think that was Luke Manning. And the Ponies have taken a 2-0 lead. Time of this goal will be 14:06 or 15:06.
Third shorthanded goal of the season.
Jackson Cates will get number 1, his first goal of the year. And I believe it was Luke Manning that fed him. They were the two forwards on the penalty kill. What's that?
I think Luke is in the box.
Oh, that's right. Luke was in the box.
It might have been Mapstone.
15 or 16 instead of 15. Back out at center ice, 2-0 Ponies. Yannick stood up at the red line. As they go back, they still have about a half a minute down the power play.
Short-handed goal for Stillwater. Number 10, Jackson Cates, with the assist to number 16, Jack Mapstone.
Good eyes, Bill.
Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 6 seconds of the period.
So Radaba, or Mapstone, picking up his first point of the hockey game. And for Jackson Cates' first goal of the year, has a couple of assists as well. The Raiders from the offensive zone from the point, a shot by Hartnell was broken up. Hartnell gets it back from the near point, plays it down the wall, half wall. High slot, Manning is back, shot Benson with a waffle pad save. As Peterson in the corner, back behind the Pony net. Pops free into that far face-off circle. Picked up by Manning to the line, but not out. Held in by Hartnell. And again, back behind his own net is Luke Manning. Ponies at full strength. Out front, shot saved by Benson. Rebound. Oh, a point-blank shot by Cal Peterson and Josh Benson. What a save.
Another.
Puck in that far corner in the Pony zone is Sorensen. Sorensen has it taken away. Loose right out front. Ponies clear to the line and out to center. Manning, and he bowls over one of the forecheckers. Lost the puck, but it gets a big round of applause for the Pony faithful here. Into the zone is Ryan Smith, and he has his pocket picked and cleared by Jackson Cates, co-captain. And out to center ice into the Raiders zone. We're down to 15, 16 seconds to go here in the first period. As behind the net, the Raiders up along the left wing boards, looking for Haugen. Charlie can't clear the zone. And from the point, the Ponies will hold it in once again and play down the far wall. TJ puts it out front as the Raiders touch the buckhorn sounds, and we played 17 minutes of Suburban East Conference hockey. And the Stillwater Ponies with a pair of goals, including one shorthanded.
Absolutely. Cretin a little stronger than I thought they were going to be.
And they had the dominated the position, at least down the ice, in the first 3 or 4 minutes. Finally, the Ponies ran up about 7 or 8 shots in a row on goal and took control of the hockey game. They won first goal of the hockey game, going to Parker Dutko at 7:27. Luke Manning on the assist. And then at 15:06, Jackson Cates getting his first of the year. And Jack Mapstone got the assist on that goal. 12-8 the shots and goal. And final comments, Bill, before we break?
Well, we're looking for make sure that Stillwater can keep the same pace for the second period. They sometimes have a little slow start. We don't want a slow start.
Well, 8 shots at Josh, and he stopped them all. And very good first period. That's going to do it for the first period. We're going to step away, take a break, and we'll be back with more from the arena in just a bit. Now this special feature with Bill Hamilton.
Using our Leon family recipes, Acapulco caters the highest quality food made from scratch daily. We deliver anywhere in the Twin Cities or can host at any one of our 8 locations, served buffet style or plated, as intimate as a private dinner for 20 to as grand as a group of 3,000. We can customize your menu to reflect the needs of your occasion, formal or casual, including beverage services. Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano. Authentic flavors, spirited family traditions since 1996.
The Stillwater Ponies Boys Hockey is sponsored in part by Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano, RBC Wealth Management of Stillwater, and Anita White, a Coldwell Banker Burnett licensed realtor in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Valley Access Channels and the community thank you for your sponsorship.
Good evening. We are in the Pony locker room this evening. It's November the 17th, before the actual season starts, and we're here with head coach Matt Doman. Welcome, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
Matt, you've been with the program how long now?
This is my 7th year total and 3rd as the head coach.
Wow, exciting. Can you give us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and your hockey background?
Yeah, I grew up in Illinois, and I played AAA hockey there and went to the University of Wisconsin for 4 years. Had a little bit of cup of coffee as a professional player, as they say, and I've been coaching hockey since 2005.
Wonderful. Now, as a head coach, you get a chance to really flesh out how this goes. How would you describe your philosophy as a coach?
My philosophy is really trying to get the best out of each player and get them to understand the importance of being a team and what that means. I've won with very little talent on a group of guys that just loved each other and loved playing for each other, and I think you can go a long ways, not just in the game, but in life with that kind of mentality.
And that's a nice old-fashioned look at hockey. The way all the old-fashioned coaches were with sports, using it as a canvas to paint the future in their real lives. And
that's exactly, I think, the biggest thing with high school hockey is, we love to win, obviously, but it's really what are we preparing these young men for in life. We want them to be good husbands and good fathers and leaders in the community, and those are the biggest things that we want to impress upon the kids.
Wonderful. As we're doing this interview, we're going to have Pony hockey players coming back from practice, and they'll be filtering right into the locker room and unpacking and putting their gear up. We've got one coming in right now. Who is this man?
Michael Kaufman, junior forward. Expect a lot from him this year.
Wonderful. Great. If I remember right, he was on JV last year?
Yep. He had a few games of varsity as a sophomore, but spent most of the year as JV.
So there are a lot of trials and tribulations of being a head coach, and especially for a sport like hockey where the parents have so much time and money invested by the time they get to high school. Why coach? And especially, why be a head coach? What is it? What are the rewards for you?
When I was a Bantam, I remember clearly my coach talking about giving back and giving back to the game, and I really took that to heart. And it's given me so much. Hockey's given me so much that I really enjoy giving back to the game and trying to install some of the passion that I have for the game and into the boys that I coach. And I get rewarded every day for being here. And yeah, it's tough sometimes, but I love it. And we have a great coaching staff that I love being around, and a great group of kids that I love being around. And the good times far outweigh any of the challenges that come with being a hockey coach, and especially a high school hockey coach.
Who are your coaching staff?
We have Scott Bukestad, Pete Hamilton, Paul Benson, and Rick Thomas. So we have some guys with a lot of playing experience, with coaching experience. Grew up in Stillwater, graduated from Stillwater, a few of them. So it's a great group of guys. We all have the same vision of the importance of teamwork and the importance of accountability and respect on the ice, in the classroom, everything that we're trying to press upon these young men.
Wonderful. So, which is worse, hockey dads or hockey moms?
At the high school level, I would say hockey dads.
Yeah. So I'm sure that you, over the years, have had those late night calls. And how do you handle those?
I really have an open door policy. So I think that's helped. I think most parents feel comfortable in talking to me, and really we try to get the kids to try to resolve most of the questions and the issues that come up, and there are those they're fair questions that people have, and I think if you do have that more of an open mind when it comes to parents and being a parent of 2 young boys. I was just telling the story. My kid just got cut from a Learn to Skate program, so I'm not sure how that works for sure. But so I'm starting to understand, kind of some of the frustrations that come along with being a parent. And I think people just want to be heard, and it's such a big part of their lives, like you said, and we want to be a big part of that. I really do think it takes a village to raise a kid, and so I don't think I know everything. I don't think that I will ever know everything, and I think if you treat people with respect, most of the time they'll give you that same respect back.
Using our Leon family recipes, Acapulco caters the highest quality food made from scratch daily. We deliver anywhere in the Twin Cities or can host at any one of our 8 locations, served buffet style or plated, as intimate as a private dinner for 20 to as grand as a group of 3,000. We can customize your menu to reflect the needs of your occasion, formal or casual, including beverage services. Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano. Authentic flavors, spirited family traditions since 1996.
The Stillwater Ponies boys hockey is sponsored in part by Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano, RBC Wealth Management of Stillwater, and Anita White, a Coldwell Banker Burnett licensed realtor in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Valley Access Channels and the community thank you for your sponsorship.
Isaac, get the food together for the food shelf donation, please. Make sure you grab the healthy food.
Pick me! Oh, I hope he picks me. Yay!
Wait, don't forget me. Hey, come back. Whee!
Hey, we're headed to the food shelf. Yay!
I'm so excited. I wonder what family we will go to.
I'm so glad we will be helping someone in need.
Yes, helping someone in need. That makes us like superheroes. Super food!
You mean super healthy food. Looks like we're here.
Ooh, nice shelf.
Looks like I'm headed out. Woohoo!
Hey, me too. I'm going with you.
Listen, I hear lots of people. This must be a really big family.
Hey, people are cheering. They must know we are super healthy foods. Hey, we're on TV. This is great. Look at us now.
And welcome back here to the Rec Center, the St. Croix Valley Rec Center, here on the hill in Stillwater. Suburban East Conference Hockey on VAC TV, Channel 15. I'm Sam Orchard, Bill Hamilton, alongside Ponies with a 2-0 lead after the first 17 minutes. Broadcast underwritten by Acapulco Restaurante and by RBC Wealth Management here in Stillwater. Jordan Simpkins is our director here tonight. And I was taking a look, Bill, at the scoreboard. You know, Benilde St. Margaret's beat Hillmurray the other night?
Yes.
3-1.
Yes.
Guess what? Wayzata leading Hillmurray 1-0 at
Wow.
Aldrich Arena.
Wow.
So the Pioneers maybe not exactly in mid-season form.
And they brought in, I understood, a couple of players from the West Coast, too.
Really? I'll talk to Billy about that.
That's what I've heard. Or they came in from the West Coast.
Meanwhile, the Raiders, they are coming back on the ice. Mentioned the Ponies are at Hastings on Tuesday night. When the Raiders go on the road, it doesn't get any easier. They go to the Eden Prairie Community Center to take on the number 1 ranked team of the state right now, the Eagles of Eden Prairie and head coach Lee Smith. Boy, it doesn't get any easier for Jimmy O'Neill.
Yeah, so he's coming off. He's playing number 10 ranked Stillwater.
And then number 1.
Yeah.
It'll be Josh Benson defending the goal to our left. By the way, your son is one of the assistant coaches from Matt Dillman. I noticed he shaved off his beard and stuff after that interview. He was very clean shaven I saw before the game. But your son is on staff, and is he responsible for the goaltenders?
No, he coaches the defense.
Okay. His background in college hockey was what?
He played at Michigan Tech for a couple of years, and then he played at Concordia at Moorhead for the rest of his career.
And he played defense there too, or forward?
He's goalie.
He was a goalie. That's why I assumed maybe he was a goaltender coach.
Yeah. Again, it's nice. Stillwater has two alumni coaching, Paul Benson and Pete, and it's nice to have that continuity in the program.
All ready to go. Benson to our left, Weber to our right. Raiders send it into the offensive zone. Bukestad behind the net, plays it to the point. Shot hit traffic out front. Turning and firing was Cal Peterson. That is broken up. Ponies with number 3-on-2 coming back. Simon into the offensive zone out front. King shot, rebound, and put just wide. Matthew standing at a 4x6 piece of real estate. He missed it all.
Oh, my goodness.
That puck out at center ice. That doesn't come any easier. To the far right wing boards and into the Pony zone. Cleared the line, but not out. It's held in. Good job held in by Kirby Rice. Rice out of the corner. Centering pass and a weak side shot taken by Ryan Smith. And that was wide. Ryan Smith overskates the puck and picked up by the Ponies. And back they come and played off the boards by Jackson and all the way down the ice. Got into it first, though, was Stanton. Stanton right through the crease. Nobody home. From the point, shot by Murr. That one is wide. And off into the near corner. The Raiders zone off to our right here at the rec center. As the puck comes to center ice. And then back into the Pony zone. Luke Manning going back and back behind the play. We got a penalty against the Ponies. We got another cross-checking call. Luke got one in the first period. And this time going off would be Matthew Stanton. He got a 2-minute marker. As the Raiders will have their second power play opportunity of the evening.
Wow. Minute into the period, no shots on either side, but I expect we're going to see a few now.
And the face-off to the right of Benson. And the puck back into the near corner, played up along the near side boards. Here's Bill. Here's Bob.
Assessed to Stillwater's number 9, Matthew Stanton, for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 1 minute.
Referee showed a cross-checking call. All right, high sticking, whatever. As the Ponies shorthanded, they already have one shorthanded goal. That was their second of the hockey game. And their third of the year, second goal of the game, third of the year. As Kate's got his first. And the puck at center ice, broken up by Mr. Manning. Luke into the zone. He catches one of his teammates offside. I think Cates was slow in getting out of the offensive zone. Noah Cates.
Yeah, I think he was sort of a little bit interfered. Referee is correcting the penalty call.
The penalty was cross-checking.
All right, which he's not wrong all the time. And the face-off. The Raiders on the power play. Neutral ice and back into the zone is Bukestad. Jesse drives it all the way down the ice. And the Raiders have to go back as Hartnell. He's the quarterback of the power play. Great forechecking job on the shorthand. It's broken up at center ice. Into the zone is Austin Muir. As Muir gets the near side boards, he'll drive it in. Austin Muir played for the Pony football team. Did a great job when Kevin Jones was injured. He played a great defensive back for the Ponies. From center ice, walked into the zone by the Raiders. Down the right wing, Painterson. And out front for Ryan Smith off the end of his stick from the wing. They'll play it down low, picked up and cleared by Bukestad. Down the ice again. And after the puck is Simon Sagasor. Weber to play it away from him and looking for Ryan Smith. Ryan has to circle back. He's taken into that back wall in the shorthand. Penalty shows 35 seconds to go. Raider one man advantage from center ice, broken up. As Kaufman, Michael, I think he's offside. Oh, we got away with one. Kaufman.
He sure looked like it.
Looked like about 30 feet offside with TJ Sagasur. And now the Raiders breaking out right to left and out to neutral ice. And on the backhand, bringing into the zone is Smith and trying to avoid a check, and he is brought down. There's going to be another penalty against the Ponies. Ryan Smith was dropped and a little bit slow in getting up. It'll be a tripping call as one of the Ponies went for a hip check.
He's
and
saying
Andrew
he
Hoy
dragged
got
his knee.
What's that?
I think he's saying he dragged his knee a little bit.
Andrew Hoy's going to go off for a couple minutes, so a 5-on-3 for 12 seconds. But the Pony penalty killing unit, no shots on goal in this power play opportunity so far for the Raiders. Jack English will take the face-off against Noah Cates. Face-off to left of Josh Benson in the zone, and immediately won by the Ponies. Set it down.
Hoy for kneeing. Time of the penalty, 2:53 of the.
All right, Hoy in the penalty box, and we got a man back into the zone out of this penalty boxes. Stanton walks it into the zone, back behind the net. Stanton out of that far corner, puts it up top from the point. Shot by Sorensen. Joey Sorensen wide of the goal. And again, back behind the net, there's Noah Cates. Wraparound scoring! Another shorthanded goal! Noah Cates is first of the year. The Ponies fourth of the year. Shorthanded at 3:24.
I think in the game against Roseville, Stillwater had a 3-on-5 disadvantage for 5 minutes in that game without giving up a goal.
So Jackson Cates and Noah Cates, the brother combo with 2 shorthanded goals. It is 3-0 Stillwater. Time of the goal, 3:24. I think that one might be unassisted. As the puck sent all the way down the ice by the Raiders. Landers icing. We'll go back into the CDH field for the faceoff.
A shorthanded goal, unassisted, credited to number 11, Noah Cates. Time of that goal, 3 minutes, 24 seconds.
Yeah, he just picked the pocket of a defenseman back there and just wrapped it around.
You know, the way these last 2 games have gone, I think if I was an opposing team, I would decline the penalty.
Yeah, if you had that option, right?
Yeah.
Raiders send it into the offensive zone with a minute to go on the power play. Clear the line and out to center ice. At the Pony blue line, backhanded by Noah Cates and all the way down the ice. As Matt's going to change up his penalty killers. Cates comes off, Manning comes off. And the new penalty killers out there are Michael Kaufman and Gavin Holland. With the puck behind his own net is Hugo Hartnell. Hartnell up the left wing and out to center ice. From the Pony blue line, played to an open wing and into the Raiders zone. Picked up by Cal Peterson on his off wing, the left wing, into the zone. Poke checked away, cleared the line. And out to center ice once again. The Raiders to get onside, going to change up some personnel on the power play unit. Shows 26 seconds to go. And send into the offensive zone from the point. A blast saved by Benson. A shot taken there from the point by Charlie Haugen. High slot once again picked up, and this time Kaufman sends it away for TJ. Never got there as the Raiders break it up. As back into the zone, Charlie Haugen now the right wing on his backhand behind the Pony net. Haugen out of the corner, plays to the point, and fanning got a shot up top was Riley Wild. And the Ponies clear it out to neutral ice. As the Stillwater Ponies have skated off a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4. Just one shot on goal for the Raiders in that sequence.
I thought they were going to be heading right back there for a second.
Andrew Hoy out of the penalty box, sends it away, semi-breakaway. Here comes Stanton, in I go, Matthews scores! Nope. Will he wave it off? Did it hit the crossbar?
I think it did.
Stanton went top shelf and it went off the iron. He had Weber slowly beaten. As they puck back down in the Pony zone, back behind the net is Michael Murphy. Fourth line for the Raiders, count to the point. Right about where the shot hits traffic out front. Sagasor Simon tries to clear, cannot. The Raiders hold it in. And back for the puck is Thomas Brucey. Third set of defensemen. Matthew Stanton, been robbed twice tonight. Plays it down the slot on the wing, far side, out front. Shot, glove saved by Weber. A beautiful three-way pass in, please. Stanton was left open right out front, and he missed again. He could have had 3 goals tonight.
Knowing Matthew Stanton's dad, his dad is probably saying, I could have hit that net. Why didn't he?
11 to go here in the second period. 3-0 Ponies, courtesy of a pair of shorthanded goals and an even strike goal for Parker Detko. Play underway in the Raiders zone off to our right, against the near side boards, and the Raiders coming to center up. And a centering pass down that wing far side for Joey Gimberline. Gimberline against that back wall, poke free. Gimberline at the half wall.
Oh, the Ponies again.
And we have whistle, and they touch the puck, and we have an interference call. The Ponies had their 4th penalty of the hockey game. This one coming at 6:13. And going off is Michael Kaufman. He'll sit a couple minutes. 3-0 Ponies. Pony Hockey, our first of 12 broadcasts here on VAC TV Channel 15. I'm Sam Wirch and Bill Hamilton alongside. Next broadcast Thursday night, December 17th. And that's against Bloomington Jefferson. Not quite the program they used to be.
Number 25, Michael Kaufman for interference. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 13 seconds. That's Kaufman.
Here's Andrew Hoy, shorthanded, sends it into the zone. Simon Sagasor back behind the net. Try to ring around the boards, picked off by the Raiders, and they come to center, 2-on-2, into the zone, down the right wing. Shot, glove save by Benson as he snapped it out of the air with a big mid. Jack Yannick took that shot. I don't know if it would have found the net, but Josh put the glove hand up there and snapped it out. Does he play baseball? He's got a good glove hand.
He sure does. These goalies don't have time to do a lot of different sports.
Seth Isley is the backup goaltender, Josh. Seth is a big guy, goes 6'5". As off the face-off, the Ponies win the draw. Cleared off the glass, the line, trickles the center. Manning after it, poke checks it free. Picked up by Noah Cates, back into the zone. Here is Joey Novoloni, the junior defenseman, as they skate 7. The puck into the Pony zone, sent down the slot, backhand shot. Taken there by Shane Furlong and steered away by Benson. Up along the far side boards from the point. Hartnell tees it up. Hugo fires. It's blocked by Luke Manning. Manning out to center. Here's shorthanded. Here he comes down the left wing. And he fires. And Weber with a pad save. Manning after does a 180 to get away from the back checker. Manning at the half wall, killing some time. 45 seconds to go in the Raider power play. Finally, they pick up the loose change, and here they come. Right to left in the breakout. Long lead pass into the zone. Jack English in the near corner. Gets around Austin Murr and comes out the far side to the line from the point. There is Charlie Haugen. Haugen shot. It's blocked out front by Novoloni. And to the near side boards, half wall, Pony zone. 9:10 to go in the period. 20 seconds to go in the Raider power play. Again, Haugen for the point shot. And a stick save there by Benson. The rebound off into the near corner. Now against that back wall, we have a 3-4 person tie-up. And it's finally popped free by Jack English. Taken away by the Ponies and Thomas Bruschi. Tommy will send it all the way down ice on goal. Weber will make the save. And that'll do it. 1 second. We've killed off 4 penalties in a row. Shots on goal 16-12 right now for the Ponies. As that center ice on the back check. Simon Sagasur to break it up. Still loose in neutral and taken away by Stanton. Stanton, he is hip checked into the near side boards. And a centering pass out front. Stanton manages to get to the puck. It's loose in the near corner. And back behind the senior goaltender for CDH, Elias Weber, getting his first start. And the Ponies with the puck in the offensive zone at the half wall, rink wide, near side for Manning. Manning plays it down low, off into the corner. And it goes back up top to the far wing, far side. And off the stick there, and Sorensen will hold it in. Joey back down low behind the net. There's Jackson Cates, and he is cartwheeled down. Goes head first into the ice. And the Raiders with the puck. And back they come. And a center ice. They've got number 3-on-2. As into the zone is Cal Peterson. Peterson ridden off the puck right out front. And the puck cleared away. Back behind the net by Sagasor. That's Simon to the point. Smallage with a shot blocked. Simon again. Smallage again. And again out front. The defense and the back checker doing a great job of protecting Josh Benson. He's only seen 12 shots. Oh, look out. And into the parent section down below us. Hopefully everybody's okay, because we got a big crowd on hand because it was Parents' Night tonight. All of the parents of our junior varsity and varsity players were introduced prior to the ball game, or to the hockey game. I say ball game because I did 2 basketball games this afternoon. And off the face-off inside the Raiders zone from the point. And a shot on goal taken by Andrew Hoy and glove saved by Weber. I've been looking for the basketball score this afternoon as the Stillwater Ponies are taking on Hudson. And I don't have a final score in from the high school. And if you have that final score, why don't you text me at 651-402-4754. 651-402-4754. Pony girls won last night. The Pony boys lost to Forest Lake. Raiders with the puck, offensive zone to the point, rink wide. Smolich, Andrew fires, hits traffic out front, swept away to the line, but not out. Held in by Radabaugh. Big check sends it down low, off into the corner. First man in is Johnny Gleason out front, and I don't know if Benson saw that one. There's a blast, a pad save there by Benson. The Raiders have picked up the pace. It comes out to center, 1-on-1. Coming back into the zone. Dutko, Parker in on the backhand to the forehand. The shot saved by Weber. Covers up, holds on, and gets a whistle. Parker didn't have a whole lot to shoot at.
No, he did a good job just getting a shot off. Leaving that number out there, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get a call and learn that you've won a free cruise.
Oh, I already get all those calls. Yeah. I get a half a dozen a week.
I get that regularly.
You have won a cruise to the Bahamas. All you need to do is yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
Face-off in the Raider zone, and the face-off comes to line. It's held in by Brucey, and he rings it around the far side boards. First person to the puck is Ryan Jowett. And the Ponies with a pick-off, and they'll send it down low. As at the point there was Brucey. The correction, I think that was JTJ. And from the point, no, that is Austin Murr. Murr takes a hit back behind the Raider net once again. And we've got a penalty, and the Raiders, I think, are going to get penalized for the first time tonight. And going off for Cretin-Derham Hall will be Joey Gimberline. And the Ponies will be on the power play for the first time tonight. They do have one power play goal so far this season. Did that come against Lakeville North or Roseville?
I think Lakeville.
Okay. I know the Ponies got 3 goals on 5 shots in the first period and went on from there for the win. I know Lakeville North pulled their goaltender about 5 minutes into the hockey game.
Penalty has been assessed to Cretin-Derham Hall's number 16, Joey Gimberlin, for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 45 seconds.
And so 1:49 remaining in the penalty to the Raiders. Ponies with a face-off inside the offensive zone. Sagasor, Cates, and Stanton out there. And at the points are Murr and Brucey. And the draw pinned against the far side boards, far corner. We have a 6-man rugby scrum down there. Comes to the line. High slot, Bukestad. Jesse's pass, and it's deflected up over the net and off into the near corner, picked up by the Raiders. Jesse trying to hold it in, but could not. Goes back, spreads the ice, and plays it ahead into the offensive zone. Brucey out front looking for Noah Cates, and they puck back behind the net. Remember, Noah's 11, Jackson is 10. All right.
Yes.
From the point, Jesse Bukestad with a puck. Jesse is back checked there by the Raiders. From the point, it's held in by Cates. Jackson Cates playing that far point. And in the high slot, Bukestad has it taken away. Semi-breakaway. Coming back, down ice. Kirby Rice in on goal. And great back checking by Simon Sagasor. And a penalty. And we got Cal Peterson down in the corner inside the Pony zone. And that'll be a penalty against the Ponies.
And it's going off now about
Jesse
what they're going to call.
Bukestad is going to go off. Might be a checking from behind. Jesse might get 5 on this one. I'll just say 2. Right now the clock shows 2. 5:06 to go in the second period. Well, they handed out. Do you have, you and Jordan have something planned for between the second and third period?
I think it's the second half of the interview with Matt
Doman. Okay.
Matt had things to say.
He had what?
He had things to say.
All right. The second half of that interview with the head coach coming up between the second and third period of tonight's broadcast on BAC TV Channel 15. By the way, if you're not in the Valley, you can go online to bactv.org and go to the website. And for wherever you might be watching or listening around the metro, around the state, around the world.
Jesse Bukestad for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 54 seconds. That's Houston.
All right, we're 4-on-4 here with the Ponies with the puck in the offensive zone. There's a shot saved by Weber. Loose out front, cleared away by the Raiders, and circling back with the puck is Johnny Gleason. And he shakes a check from TJ Sagasor. Puck in the near corner in the Raiders zone. Jumping in from the point to hold it in as Jack Mapstone. Jack's got an assist tonight. Loose puck out to center, back into the zone. Stanton over skates, picked up by the Raiders. And back they come on a 2-on-2. Into the offensive zone. Drop pass, shot, and a stick save there by Gleason. On a shot taken off that wing far side, I believe by Hugo Hartnell, the defenseman. And the Raiders will be on the power play here in 1 second. They'll get Gimberline back. And then about a minute and 9 seconds remaining in the penalty to Jesse Bugstead. To the left, Josh Benson, who stopped all 13 shots. 3-0 in favor of the Ponies from the point. Hartnell goes far side, return pass, high slot, fires, saved by Benson. But the rebound off into that far corner. Yannick is after. Jack gets double teamed, and the puck comes free to the line. It's held in, and from the point once again is Hartnell. Down the wing, Cal Peterson back up top for Hartnell. Plays it down that far wing. Ryan Smith behind the net as they play it around the perimeter. Smith with a shot, pad save, Benson. Rebound. His defenseman kicked it right back in to Josh to make sure he could cover up. Hold on again. It was with 3:43 to go in the period. 37 seconds and Jesse's penalty.
Josh Benson standing tall so far tonight.
Outstanding. He did give up 5 against Lakeville North, but that's Lakeville North, and gave up 2 to Roseville. They face off in the Pony zone, and the Raiders at full strength. They hold the offensive zone. Puck in the corner, back behind the net. Centering pass, side of the goal. Peterson out front, shot, and that hits traffic. Benson did a great job of sliding across the crease, but I don't know if he could have gotten to that shot if it wouldn't have been blocked by the defense. Raiders on the breakout once again. Pass behind Peterson, and Cal has to go back into his own zone. And feeds the captain, Ryan Smith. Smith to center ice. Ahead for Peterson into the Ponies on the offside. Jumping the play a little bit too quick with Jack Yannick. Offside, Cretin-Derham Hall at the Pony blue line.
I talked to Josh Benson's dad before this game, and he admitted that he gets nervous before each game. He was going to try not, but...
he must have been a real bundle of nerves in that section championship game a couple of years ago when he was a sophomore.
Oh, yes.
The Raiders back into their own zone. Ponies are back at full strength. We're back to 5-on-5 as Riley Wild plays it up the far right wing boards. Play it to center ice, having to go back for the puck is Tucker Cruzy. First time we've called his name. Stillwater taking the puck away. And against the near side boards, backhanded up ice by Luke Manning. At the Raider blue line, we have a little fencing match going on. 3-4 player type. Dug free by Noah Cates. Cates down the wing. Noah walks in on goal. Centering pass. Oh, and right out front was Luke Manning. And he fanned on the shot. Nobalone going back. Joey sends it out to center and backhanded down the ice by Luke Manning. 19-16 Shatsengu. The Raiders battle up in their own zone. Puck free. As an opportunity there for Noah Cates, and he couldn't get a stick out. We got a delayed penalty handed out, and the Raiders touch the puck, and CDH is going to get their second penalty of the hockey game. This is a interference call at the 14:45 mark. To the Ponies' second opportunity to go play with a one-man advantage, and Coach Matt Doman, let's see, he has out there. And it'll be Michael Kaufman, Austin Murr, Parker Dutko, and one more. And we'll find out the number just a bit. As Dutko into the offensive zone.
Penalty has been assessed to Stillwater's number 15, Luke Manning, for interference. Time of the penalty.
The Raiders touched the puck when they blew the whistle. They called the penalty against the Ponies.
How many penalties has Stillwater had
This is their fifth. 5 in the game. I think 3 this period. And the Raiders at center ice and into the offensive zone. Sent in by the Raiders and Yannick against that back wall. Puck loose against the near side boards. Popping it free. It comes the line and back the other way. The Ponies short-handed. Kaufman into the zone. Fires. Weber. Pad save. Holds on. and gets a whistle. So that penalty, even though the Raiders touched the puck and the whistle blew, and I assumed, and I shouldn't do that, but I assumed the penalty was against Cretin-Derham Hall. Face off inside the Raider zone off to our right. We have a minute and a half to go in the period.
The ref is refusing to talk to Coach Matt Doman, who's not out of control. That's sort of disrespectful on the part of the ref.
The puck against the near side boards in the Raiders zone and put right through the slot. Picked up by the defense on that far side. Breakout pass, and it hops the stick of Charlie Haugen, and the Ponies backhanded back down the ice once again. Set in by TJ. No, that's Simon. 21, not 22. Come on, Witchy. As the Raiders break out, right wing pass into the offensive zone, carried in by Jack English. Back behind the net, Furlong, Shane Furlong in on the forecheck, and nice breakup of that by Sagasor, Simon Sagasor. Minute to go in the half a minute to go in the power play. 45 seconds to go in the period. Side of the goal, wraparound attempt. It is popped free to the line. Haugen will hold it in, and his pass is picked off. Here come the Ponies, 2-on-2, short-handed, and into the zone is Bukestad. That is Jesse Bukestad. Puts it out front, but nothing but purple and gold. Back the other way. English into the offensive zone. English stops, goes to his backhand off the end of his stick. Can't control. Goes to the point to hold the zone. Feeds the point. Play down low, right out front. And a shot taken by Justin Weinberg, and Justin's shot was wide. There is TJ. He'll flip it up ice. Breakaway. In on goal. Look, man. Oh, he's offside. He was offside by this much.
Oh, boy.
He had a clean break.
The ref still refusing to talk to Coach Matt Doman.
Who else is on Matt's staff, by the way? In addition to your son,
Scott Bukestad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's got the JV team then?
Well, we have Paul Benson,
okay.
A former Pony, and Rick Thomas.
Okay.
Rick is new this year.
5-3 final of the JV game. The Ponies winning. And off the face-off, controlled by the Ponies to center ice. And the puck is deflected up into the Pony bench across the way. No, the Raider bench. And with just 2 seconds, they'll drop it, and we'll finish out the second period. The Ponies leading 3-0, 2 in the first, and 1 here in the second. And the face-off, won by the Raiders. There's the horn. That's the end of 2 periods of play. Suburban East Conference hockey here on VACTV.org. I'm Sam Worship, Bill Hamilton, alongside, riding shotgun, keeping me clean. 3:24, the only goal of the second period, a shorthanded goal for Noah Cates. Did a great pickpocket job on the defense and wrapped around the pipe and put it in the net, and that's the difference right now, 3-0.
It is, and 6 or 7 penalties in this game thus far for the Ponies.
And three of those here in this period. So,
yeah.
So great job by the penalty killing unit. Obviously 2 shorthanded goals tonight, but the Raiders despite all those penalties, only 17 shots in goal.
Well, I have to ask a question. Rules change year to year, and I'm not as current as maybe I should be on the rules. It's very unusual for a coach to respectfully ask after all of those penalties to talk to a ref and the ref not to talk to him. Very unusual.
All right, we're at the end of 2 periods of play, and we've got a special feature coming up as we break. I'm Sam Worship again for Bill Hamilton. Let's go back to the studios. And what do you got, Travis?
Using our Leon family recipes, Acapulco caters the highest quality food made from scratch daily. We deliver anywhere in the Twin Cities or can host at any one of our 8 locations, served buffet style or plated, as intimate as a private dinner for 20 to as grand as a group of 3,000. We can customize your menu to reflect the needs of your occasion, formal or casual, including beverage services. Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano. Authentic flavors, spirited family traditions since 1996.
The Stillwater Ponies Boys Hockey is sponsored in part by Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano, RBC Wealth Management of Stillwater, and Anita White, a Coldwell Banker Burnett licensed realtor in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Valley Access Channels and the community thank you for your sponsorship.
Good evening. We are in the Pony locker room this evening. It's November the 17th, before the actual season starts, and we're here with head coach Matt Doman. Welcome, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
Matt, you've been with the program how long now?
It's my 7th year total and 3rd as the head coach.
Wow, exciting. Can you give us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and your hockey background?
Yeah, I grew up in Illinois. I played AAA hockey there and went to the University of Wisconsin for 4 years. Had a little bit of cup of coffee as a professional player, as they say, and I've been coaching hockey since 2005.
Wonderful. So this team, just let me dwell on the fact that you brought the Stillwater Ponies to the first state tournament. How was that feeling?
It was the most special thing I've ever experienced in hockey, for sure. I'm not from Stillwater, but I have a pretty good idea. I've lived, been here for 8 years now, and get a little bit of understanding about the uphill battle it seems that they've had to climb, and the challenges that they've had in the past, and to be able to experience that at the Coliseum with so many of the families, so many of the former players that were at the game, and to be able to end the Coliseum with the win against Hill Murray is something I will never forget.
And for those of you that weren't there, underneath the stands by the locker room, there were grown men with tears.
I was one of them, for sure.
I might have been too. Yeah, it's really moving. So what are the prospects this year?
We have talent. There's no doubt about that. But it takes more than talent to be a championship team. So, our goal right now is to continue to build that team camaraderie and to get the kids to buy in to, if one wins, we all win. And our motto this year is really it's about right here and right now is the most important thing going on. It's not about where they're going to play next year or 5 years from now or what happened yesterday. It's, right here, right now, what are you doing to make yourself better, to make the team better, and to make the program better? And we got a great group. There's no doubt about it. But it takes a lot. It takes some luck along the way. It takes some fortunate bounces. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of things to go your way, not only to get to a state tournament, but to win a state tournament.
Well, I've seen that camaraderie and the team spirit, and I kind of think and kind of hope that's what's going to differentiate you from some of the all-star teams that you have to play.
I would put our talent up against a lot of those teams, but this community and this group of kids they've grown up here. They've played together their entire lives, and there's something to be said about a group of kids that really has each other's back, that are willing to go through some pain and some struggle for one another. When it comes to crunch time, if you got guys that are willing to do that, you're going to be in a pretty good position.
Where do you hope to be in February?
February, I hope we're competing for a conference championship. That's another thing that Stillwater's never won. In a lot of ways, I think that's tougher than making it to a state tournament. Win a conference championship, you have to be good all year. To go to a state tournament, you got to be good at the end of the year for a few games. And not that it's easy, but it speaks more to the consistency of your team if you're able to be good from December through February. And really making that final push to get yourself ready so you are playing your best hockey going into playoff time.
Right, exactly. What are your long-term goals with this program?
We've started a summer program where we're trying to get kids from mites all the way up through Bantam and high school, I just want to continue to grow the program. I want to be a part of it. There's a lot of good talent and good leadership at the youth level, from the president to the director of hockey, and there's just a lot of quality people that are involved in as far as coaching. And I want to play my part, and I want to play my role, and I want to continue to develop not just the high school kids, but to develop everybody and really develop that sense of pride in our community and pride in what we do, both on and off the ice. We won the section academic record this year, and from where the program was a few years ago to being able to say that we had the best overall GPA in the sections, that means a lot. That means a lot to all of us coaches, and knowing that we're doing a lot of the right things, not just on the ice but away from the ice as well.
Those of you that are watching this, the combination of good grades and good hockey is very much a winning combination. Final question for you, Matt. What are some of the biggest challenges?
The biggest challenge is it's high school kids, and it's a long season, and there's a lot of things that can happen. For us, the biggest challenge is just staying focused on getting better every day that we come to the rink. And I think if we do that, we're going to put ourselves in a pretty good position to have some success.
Wonderful. Thank you, Matt Dolman, for spending time with us, and we look forward to watching you through the season. Maybe we can do a little follow-up later in the season.
Definitely.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Bill.
Using our Leon family recipes, Acapulco caters the highest quality food made from scratch daily. We deliver anywhere in the Twin Cities or can host at any one of our 8 locations, served buffet style or plated, as intimate as a private dinner for 20 to as grand as a group of 3,000. We can customize your menu to reflect the needs of your occasion, formal or casual, including beverage services. Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano. Authentic flavors, spirited family traditions since 1996.
The Stillwater Ponies boys hockey is sponsored in part by Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano, RBC Wealth Management of Stillwater, and Anita White, a Coldwell Banker Burnett licensed realtor in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Valley Access Channels and the community thank you for your sponsorship.
Welcome to Skydiving 101. I am Max, your instructor. It is very important to go through the following checklist before jumping from a plane. Pilot chute bridle routed correctly. Leg straps threaded correctly.
Reserve pin in
Chest
place.
strap threaded correctly.
Now you are ready to jump.
Oops! Looks like I forgot rule number 1. Always buckle up. My legs.
And welcome back here to the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. I'm Tom watching Bill Hamilton alongside 3-0 at the end of one period of play. What did you know the answer to that trivia question they just shot up on the board?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Leading defenseman last year in scoring, Jesse Bukestad, with 6 goals and a couple of assists, 8 points last year.
As a sophomore. Well, I tell you, Jesse's playing almost at the college level, it looks like, out there right now. A penalty-ridden game thus far.
But it is certainly brought to the forefront the Stillwater Pony penalty killing units.
Absolutely. We've had a lot of, we maybe had more chances shorthanded than we have full staff.
3-0 as both teams coming back on the ice. Reminder, boys hockey on BAC TV. The games will be replayed on Tuesdays. You can go to bactv.org to get the replay schedule. You also can go to bactv.org and get the games on demand at your leisure. Next hockey broadcast 1 week from today, next Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. It'll be Stillwater Pony Girls against White Clear Lake. And the broadcast, tjsportsonline.net. Please keep that address handy, as that'll be our fourth broadcast of some 8 games that'll be featuring the Pony Girls here this season. We're on the way. Weber to our left, Benson to our right, as we're even strength, by golly, as the puck back down in the Pony zone. And back forward is Andrew Hoy. Hoy up along the right wing board, played the line, out to center comes Jackson. Cates ahead for Sagasor. Simon in on goal, and the pass a little too far. Drop pass, Bukestad, he rifles one high, wide, and way outside. And out to center, Hoy trying to set it in. Raiders break it up at center and send into the Pony zone. Puck in the high slot. On the wing, shot saved by Benson, and a shot by Hartnell. And the Ponies cleared down ice. It'll be on goal. That'll save the icing call, as Weber will leave it there for the defense. And CDH going left to right. Send it down ice into the Stillwater zone in the near face circle, and now in the corner. As with the puck is Luke Manning, second line out there. Cates, Manning, and Sagasor. As they pass ahead to center ice, tipped in the offensive zone by TJ Sagasor with 5 goals on the season. Actually, now 9 goals on this line. Cates has 1, Manning has 3, Sagasor has 5. And there is Noah Cates. Cates avoids the back checker, puts it out front. Right out front, shot, and a pad save by Weber on a shot taken there by the defense. And Mapstone almost had himself a goal. We thought he had his first goal back in the first period. And Weber popped it up, and he made the catch as it came down in his glove, and we got a face-off. Third period action here from the arena. 5-3, Stillwater winning the junior varsity game, and they're 3-0 on the season. And off the face-off in the Raiders zone, played out to center. 3-1, coming back. The Raiders, Yannick, centering pass, and a beautiful back-checking job by Andrew Hoy. The puck comes to the line. Bouncing puck down the slot, and it's cleared away by Manning. Manning off the glove of Noah Cates and out to center. Raiders get onside. They'll dump it in. Oh, that's offside. Offside as they caught the winger on that far side jumping in a little bit too quick. Joey Gimberline. This is brought in by his line mate, Jack Yannick. And will face off just outside the Stillwater blue line. And the Raiders win the draw. They won a majority of them tonight. The Raiders will send it into the offensive zone, dumped in by Riley Wild. In on the forward check is Yannick. 4-person tap against that back wall off to our right here at the rec center. One of 2 sheets, of course. Matamita, the other ice sheet. We'll see Matamita a little bit later on in our broadcast schedule. As they puck out at center and dump back down into the Stillwater zone. First person back is Tommy Brucey. And out of the near face-off circle. And back behind the net, Raiders in control as they cycle it down low. 3-man cycle. And tied up in the near corner. And broke it up and cleared the line and out to center. 3-on-1 for the Ponies coming back into the zone. Centering pass and looking for Dutko, and it never got there. Stanton trying to hold the zone. And Michael Kaufman into the slot. Nobody home. And back to the point. Ponies hold it in. And a shot taken there by Gavin Holland. And that bounces wide. Dutko after the puck. Parker's got the first goal of the game. Out front and wide open is Holland. There's a shot for the point. And Weber makes the save on a blast taken by Novolone, Joey Novolone.
Holland's dad, last year's winner and defending champion of the chocolate chip cookie bake-off.
Oh, I heard about that.
And looking for a chance for a title defense.
Did he get priority on that paperwork? Make sure that nobody can steal his recipe. From center ice, the Raiders into the zone. Shot whistled high and wide by Hugo Hartnell. Their defense has had the better scoring chances here this evening. And the Ponies to break it out. And they clear it out to neutralize to an open wing. And on the back check, Johnny Wolf will break it up. And the Ponies into the offensive zone. And Jackson Cates rubbed out against that back wall. Taken away by the Raiders. 3-on-3 on the transition. Coming back. Long lead pass. Too far for Jack English. Icing the call against Cretin-Derham home. The Ponies at Hastings on Tuesday and home against Bloomington Jefferson on the 17th. Our next broadcast here on VACTV.org. This is the first of 12 broadcasts. And we can't see if we can't get that game at least on TJSportsOnline.net. The game at Hill Murray on Saturday, January 23rd. We'll let you know. As going back for the puck back into his own zone is Mapstone. And Jack back behind the net has his pocket pick, but the defense covers up. And here come the Ponies, right to left. Late pass to center. And sent into the offensive zone by TJ Sagasor. Weber will leave it there for the defense. And played up along the near side boards. It comes free to center ice. And a race for the puck. And getting to it first is Novolone. And Joey gets it out to neutral. Into the zone is Luke Manning. Drop pass. It's broken up. Luke gets it back. Out front for TJ. Centering pass. Side of the goal on the deflection. And Weber covers up on the pipe. Holds on. And gets to assume.
Well, the Ponies are getting shots, but not goals.
23-17, those shots on goal. The 17 shots for the Raiders, despite the Ponies get whistling down for about 5 penalties tonight. That's the Cates, Stanton, and Sagasor on this line. And the Raiders again win the face-off as Tucker Cruz gets it out of the zone. Turned back by Bruschi. Loose and neutral ice. Play to the near side wing. And sent into the Pony zone. Stillwater has to go back. Back forward is Matthew standing behind his own net. And he'll break it out himself. Goes wing near side for Sagasor. That's Simon Sagasor. And the Raiders on the back check to break up that rush. And from neutral, sent right back into the zone by Sagasor. Raiders, long breakout pass, intercepted into the zone. It's Jackson Cates on his back end. Drop pass, Stanton. Drop pass again, and overskated on the near side. One too many pretty passes. And the Raiders, or the Ponies, sent it down into the zone. That three-way passing play, but the third pass didn't connect. Against the near side boards. Intercepted right out front. Loose puck. Stanton with a shot, or Kaufman with a shot opportunity. Never pulled the trigger. Puck comes the line free, and the referee's going to call it an offside. That one came outside by about a half an inch.
Didn't quite get to it, yeah. And
wholesale line changes. The Pony basketball team didn't get that call I was hoping for on the score of the girls basketball game this afternoon. They won last night. The boys basketball team lost to Forest Lake, 73-60. Now 2-2 on the season. Puck in the near corner inside the Raiders zone up along the boards. Comes free to center ice. Coming back, Ryan Smith into the offensive zone looking for some help. He's by himself. And the puck in the near corner and on the back check. Bukestad breaks it up. Jesse up along the near left wing boards. Played a line. It's shelled in by Radenbaugh. And out to center ice. They break out. Here come the Ponies into the zone. Shot high, wide, outside by Gavin Holland. Deep rebound to the line. And it comes free to center ice. Back checking. Holland to break it up. And the Ponies regroup back in their own zone. The pair is Hoy and Bukestad on this set. Jesse circles back. No sense of urgency right now for the Ponies, leading 3-0, 11 minutes to go. And from neutral, Dutko into the zone. Parker with a drop pass. Holland snaps one off. It's wide of the goal. And the rebound off of that far corner. Andrew jumps into the play. Andrew Hoy from the point to hold the offensive zone. And it comes to the half wall, far side. Spin move by Luke Manning. Gets around one. Gets around two. Out front shot. Save. Weber and the puck cleared to the boards. And there off the boards a shot. And that hits traffic in front of the net and cleared out of the zone by the Raiders. Hoy trying to send it in. He hit Ryan Smith in the back as Ryan was coming off the ice. Manning around one. Around two. Can't get a shot up. And it's broken up by the Raiders by Yannick. From the point, held in by the Ponies. Centering pass by Sorensen. Joey Sorensen, senior defenseman. Out front, back catch and goal by Cates.
Wow.
Which Cates? Is that Noah or is that Jackson? I believe that's 11.
I think that's Noah.
Noah on an errant pass out front. Jackson dumped on it, backhanded a top shelf over Elias Weber, and the Ponies have a 4-0 lead. And the time of this goal will be 6:38. And if that's Noah, that's his second goal of the year.
And of the game.
Of the game, yep. He had a shorthanded goal earlier. And I think That could also be unassisted. His shorthanded goal was unassisted. 4-0. Ponies with 10 and change remaining in this one. Faulty face-up.
Luke Manning giving a stick handling seminar in that last series.
And the Ponies will drive it in off the face-up and set it back behind the Raider net. And on the breakout, pass up the wing and flipped out to center ice.
For Stillwater, number 15, Luke Manning, with the assist to number 11, Noah Cates, and number 22, TJ Sagasaur.
So that whole line combines on the goal. Luke Manning gets his 4th foul of the year with an assist from TJ and a second assist going to Noah Cates. 4-0. Ponies on their 25th shot on goal as play at center ice and intercepted by Simon Sagasaur and Stanton. Matthews way offside at the blue line on the transition. They whistle down and will get a face-off outside the Raiders zone. Raiders back in action Tuesday night at Eden Prairie.
Simon Sagasaur with a whistling shot a little bit high over the net.
Couple of surprise scores on the out-of-town scoreboard we'll get to in just a bit. As the Raiders with the puck and up the left wing for Cal Peterson. Send to the zone. That's icing. And Hermantown, the number 1 ranked team in the state, they got tied by Hopkins at the Hopkins Pavilion Ice Arena. And East Grand Forks, they make the state tournament their permanent home every year.
Yes.
Well, the Green Wave got beat by St. Paul Academy. I saw a nice feature in the paper about SPA here this past week. They are evidently for real. They beat the Green Wave, I think, easily. What was the final score? 7-3 at Drake Arena. So SPA, the Spartans are for real.
They're building their program. And
Raiders into the offensive zone, carried in by Kimberline. Joy taken out of the play and up the boards for Gavin Holland. Holland 3-on-2 leads the break. Into the zone is Dutko. Parker centering pass. Looking for the tip is Kaufman and it's just wide. Puck in the far corner. Michael Kaufman loses the fencing action and then takes it away. Nice pick as he tries to pop it free. 4-man rugby scrum. And there is Holland for Kaufman. Cleared by the Raiders to the line and it's held in. Held in by Novoloni. As it's passed down the slot, broken up. Cal Peterson coming back for the Raiders, 2-on-3. And it is broken up by the Ponies at the blue line. They spread it across the blue line, stand them up into the zone. Luke Manning putting on that stick handling clinic. Bad angle shot hits the side of that. And the rebound off his stick and out to the far side boards. Manning trying to pick the pocket of the forward there. It comes free to line and out to center ice. 2-on-2. The Raiders coming back, driven into the zone. Benson with a save on a shot taken from the blue line there by Shane Furlong. And the Ponies sent it all the way down the ice. Not far enough for icing. With 8 minutes to go in this one, 4-0 Ponies. 2 even strength, 2 shorthanded goals. Loose in the high slot and deflected to the near side boards. Michael Murphy for the Raiders back behind his zone net. And a head man pass to center ice. Looking for the breaking Johnny Gleason. And Gleason on the pickup into the offensive zone. Here comes Tucker Cruz. Cruz with a shot, stick saved by Benson. As Cruz after the rebound, taken to the near side boards. And up the wall, here come the Ponies, right to left. And a long lane pass, tipped into the zone by Stanton. In on goal, shot, and it's whistled wide. Stanton just missing again against the near side boards. Matthew has had how many opportunities tonight?
No.
Here's Jesse Bukestad circling back into his own zone, drawing a double team, but holding on to the puck. Off the end wall, near side for Hoy. Andrew Hoy can't clear the zone. Bukestad to pick up the loose change. Sets up camp behind the net, comes out the near side door, and slowly out of his own end. Up the boards for Hoy. Andrew into the zone, high slot, shot, and it's deflected wide of the goal, and picked up there by Hartnell. Clears up the wall and out to center ice. As Michael Murphy coming back for the Raiders. Ponies stand him up again at the blue line. Good blue line defense tonight. The puck loose against the near side boards. As the Raiders regroup back into their own zone, we clear the 7-minute mark. Behind the net of John Wolf, senior defenseman for the Raiders. All 6 of their defensemen are seniors. As dumped into the offensive zone this time by Justin Weinberg. And Justin's a senior. And the Pony cleared out of the zone, not far enough for icing. And again, going back is Johnny Wolf. Paired there with Hugo Hartnell. Lead pass up the boards, and it's deflected, I believe, up over the glass, and that one is out of play.
Into the student body.
Student body, which never sits down during the football games, which we broadcast here on VAC TV, but also during the hockey games. They don't sit down. They got more stamina than you and I know.
And for sure. And they had a very vocal group in Roseville, and they were very funny. Not obscene, but funny.
Mentioned Bloomington Jefferson. They got in a shootout with Brainerd. 11-9 the final over at the ice at the Garden, the Bloomington Ice Garden. 20 goals in a high school hockey game. My goodness. Puck inside the Raider zone against that firewall. Dutka, Kaufman, and Holland on this line. Coming to center ice, Ryan Smith into the Pony zone. Stops at the half wall, fires. Pad save, Benson pops it up. And right in his glove, he snaps it out of the air, gets a whistle on the Raiders' 20th shot on goal of this hockey game as we have 6:12 to go in this one. A reminder, Pony Girls Hockey next Saturday, and that address, keep a bookmark on your computer because we audio and video stream on the internet, no cable, but it's tjsportsonline.net. We do have, I believe, 1 or 2 girls games later on the season. I know January 9th we've got a doubleheader here at the arena. And both boys and girls, I think the girls play at 4 and the boys play at 7:30. We'll have both games for you here on BAC TV. Live and in color. Far side boards, Pony zone. And the breakout pass for Team J. Sagasur drives it in as he rings around the far side board looking for Luke Manning. He lowers that shoulder, ducks the check, tries to put it out front. And on the back check, it's swept away by Jack English. English against the wall. And there is TJ once again to break up that breakout behind the Raider net. Off into the near corner. There is Joey Gimberline. Gimberline out to neutral ice. And the puck all the way back down into the Pony zone. And another icing call.
We have final score on that Hill Murray game.
Let's check the scoreboard. And the out-of-town scoreboard, Hill Murray, and they're playing, who are they playing tonight? Wayzata. It is 2-0. Start of the third period. Wayzata Trojans leading the Pioneers by a couple of goals.
Wow.
Face up to the line. The Bukestad holds the offensive zone, and then Stanton got hooked and no call. Puck comes free to neutral. And now the Raiders have to regroup back in their own zone. Andrew Smolich goes up the left wing board. That's deflected up into the Pony bench across the way. And we get another whistle.
Coach Scott Bugstead wisely staying close to the plexiglass to avoid that puck.
Yeah, he ducked out of the way with that very quick. What a curve he had, my goodness. As the puck out to center ice, the Ponies again. Well, not only blue line defense, but neutralized defense, and they sent it into the offensive zone. Puck in the near corner of the Raiders zone. Again, it's 4-0. Out of the corner is Simon Sagasor. Standing against the wall, has it taken away. And the Raiders sent it down ice. And getting to it first, walking in, is Furlong. Shane puts it out front. Oh, what a save by Benson. Cal Peterson was wide open out front on a beautiful centering pass from Furlong. And Josh followed the pass. He slid across, stacked the pass, made the save, and he keeps his shutout.
This Cretin team is nobody's patching.
Well, they always have had a good program. Ryan McDonough, of course, the captain of the New York Rangers. He's probably the most notable alumni of Cretin-Derham Hall. And the puck out at center ice. The Raider, the Ponies set it in to the offensive zone. First man to the puck is John Wolf. And it's bouncing loose in the near corner, picked up by the Ponies, who got a new number out there.
Number 7.
Mason Bartosh, 5'6" junior. Mason Bartosh seeing some ice time. As the puck loose on the high slot from his knees to the point. Murr shot. Pad save by Weber. And as soon as the Raiders touch the puck, I think we've got our first penalty of the third period. And going off, I believe, is Mike Murphy for Cretin-Derham Hall. And the Ponies will be with the one-man advantage for the next couple of minutes. Mike Murphy, junior center, and that fourth line for Coach Jimmy O'Dale.
We are at Blizzard Arena, a wonderful place to watch a hockey game.
Where did that Blizzard Arena name come from?
I think that was the Dairy Queen.
Okay. New Dairy Queen up there in the Riverside, was at the Riverside Square Mall, where BAC TV has their offices. Brand new.
A minor penalty has been assessed to Cretin-Derham Hall, number 5, Mike Murphy.
We're going to break you up, Bob. Luke Manning just missed a goal on the far side there. Walking in, it's Kate's shot. Jackson shot is wide. As Sagasur Simon down low in the corner. as a spin move, walking the goal line, out front, centering pass from the wing, shot, and that is deflected wide. As the shooting gallery for the Stillwater Ponies on the power play. Up top to Bukestad. Jess into the wing for Jackson Cates. This Jesse, and a shot saved by Weber. Picked up and cleared by the Raiders. And all the way down the ice. Minute to go on the Pony power play. They've got 2 even strength goals, 2 shorthanded goals. No power plays. Bukestad on the carry. The big defenseman into the zone. Backhands it down low. Back behind the net. As Haugen will get to it first. Clears it out of the zone and all the way down the ice and race for the puck. As Yannick is going to get to it first. No, Josh comes out for a skate. Clears it away from the oncoming port checker. And cleared out to neutralize. Ponies with numbers into the zone. Spun around on a check there was Andrew Hoy. And the Raiders send it back down the ice. As going back for it is Mapstone. Jack feeds Stanton on the near wing at the blue line. Drops it back into his own zone. Not really a sense of urgency on this Pony power play. Under up 4-0 with 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Sagasor into the zone. TJ's pass is broken up at the wall. Stanton to the point. Andrew Hoy shot, save, rebound. Stanton can't get to it. And it's cleared to the boards. Fanning on it was the Raiders. Here's Stanton again. Give and go out of the corner. Up top for Andrew. Hoy shot, save Weber. No, he scores!
Andrew Hoy!
Right through the 5-hole. Andrew Hoy. He nails it right between the pads of Weber. And the Ponies have a 5-0 lead. Time of the goal will be 14-46. Andrew Hoy, and for Andrew, that'll be his first goal of the year.
Andrew Hoy looking like he's getting his hockey legs under him.
That's right. He had an all-conference season there at middle linebacker for the Ponies. Face-off won by the Ponies and sent down the ice for back to even strength.
Here's power play, number 19, Andrew Hoy, with the assist to number 18, Gavin Holland, and number 9, Matthew Stanton. Time of that power play goal, 14 minutes, 44 seconds of the third period.
Well, we were listening to Bob. Guess what? The Raiders came back and beat Josh Benson. The shutout goes by the boards as Joy. Did you see the goal, Bill?
I did. We had a little breakdown on D on that, and a little slow getting back.
Okay, we'll get the goal here in just a bit. It is now 5-1. Benson makes the save. I was listening to Bob mentioning the goal. Here's the goal.
Number 2, Ryan Jewett with the assist to number 4, Ryan Smith. Time of that goal, 14 minutes, 59 seconds of the third period.
Jack Yada getting the goal for the Ponies with an assist from Ryan Smith. It's 5-1 as we're under 2 minutes to go. Stillwater at center ice, lead pass, Stanton into the zone and back checking to break up that rush with Smolich. Back in the near corner in the Raiders zone. 4-man type at the half wall comes free. Smolich behind that, intercepted by Cates. Cates out of the corner, feeds the point. There's Bukestad, Jesse on down the wing and a little bit too far for Jack Mapstone. Centering pass out front, picked up by the purple and gold and sent out to center ice. Smith gets a return pass. Ryan into the zone. And his pass is broken up and cleared. And that hit looked like a door over there by the bench. Or maybe one of the Ponies. But play is whistled down with 1:14 seconds to go. Mentioned the Raiders with a good jump in that first period. In fact, had outshot the Ponies 3-1 in the first few minutes. But then the Ponies put 8 straight up on the board, shots and goal, and have held the advantage ever since. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 here in the third. At the face-off inside the Pony zone as the Raiders with the puck out of the near corner. As they go to the point and it's sent down low on goal. Benson to clear out to center. Josh has got himself an assist already this year. Here's Sagasor. TJ's shot. If that went in, Josh would have his second assist of the year out of the corner. There's a shot saved by Weber and a shot by Luke Manning. And swept away by Hartnell. And Hugo plays to the line and out to center ice as we have under a minute to go in the second game. The Raiders in their own zone for Hartnell. Hugo clears the red line and has it poke checked away by Luke Maddock. Comes on the near side boards and back into his own zone is Johnny Wolf. Out front, wide open, shot saved by Weber and a shot taken by Gavin Holland. And the deep rebound cleared the line, not out. Backhanded down the wall, far side by Michael Kaufman. The Raiders send it away down ice and deflect it right on goal. Benson will make the save. And he'll leave it there for the defense with about 12 seconds to go in this one. The Ponies are about to get a win. I was going to say throw a shot up, but that one goal got by Josh Benson. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And there's the horn, ends the hockey game. The Ponies go 3-0 to start the season, while the Cretin-Derham Hall Raiders drop to 1-3 on the year. Recapping the scoring, the Ponies got 2 in the first period as Parker Dutko got his first of the year from Luke Manning in the first period at 7:27. And then Jackson Cates got a shorthanded goal at 15:06. His first of the year. On the assist went to Jack Mapstone. And the second period goals at 3:24. Another shorthanded goal, this time by Noah Cates, unassisted. And then at the 6:38 mark, it was Jackson Cates getting his second goal of the game. On the assist, Noah Cates, his second assist with the TJ Sagasor. And then a couple of goals in the third period, one apiece. The Ponies scored to make it 5-0, as it was Andrew Hoy with a blast from the point. Holland on one assist. The second assist went to Matthew Stanton. And the Raiders came back just a few seconds later. And scoring for the Raiders was Ryan Jowett. And he picks up his second goal of the year. And Ryan Smith picked up the assist. Shots on goal, 33-24. Ponies 3-0 to start the season. The number 10 ranked team in the state. On the road once again. 3 of the first 4 on the road. They head to Hastings on Tuesday night.
Wonderful old arena with a lot of local flavor and a lot of history.
Yeah, they've had some great teams come out of there. I think of Jeff Tafe and Danny Welch and, of course, the big tight end, Ben Utek. He was a goaltender on their last state tournament team way back when.
So that should be a fun game for those who are following the Ponies. And none of these conference games are easy.
No, this is a tough conference.
Yeah. Well,
the Ponies sweep as the JV won by a score of 5-3. And with that, we're going to wrap things up here tonight with the reminder our next broadcast here on VAC TV, Channel 15, will be Thursday, December 17th. The opponent will be Bloomington Jefferson. And you can go online to vactv.org, and the replays will be on Tuesday. And you can also go on demand on vactv.org and watch the games, the replays at your leisure. Next broadcast, Stillwater Pony Girls Hockey 1 week from today. Next Saturday afternoon, Ponies with a tough opponent, White Bear Lake. They're undefeated. And that'll be a 3 o'clock start, 2:50 your broadcast time on tjsportsonline.net. Time to run the credits. First of all, broadcast underwritten by Acapulco Restaurante Mexicana and by RBC Wealth Management. Our executive producer has been Greg Pekarski. Our director, Jordan Simpkins. On graphics, Travis Monroe. And on camera, Spencer Glover and Brett Christensen. And my partner, Bill Hamilton. Final comments.
Well, again, it looks like it's going to be a wonderful season for Stillwater. We're certainly enjoying this. When we have the next home game, I strongly suggest come on out and watch some great entertainment.
Well, on Parents' Night, the Ponies prevail 5-1 over Cretin-Derham Hall from the St. Croix Valley Rec Center in Stillwater. I'm Tom Witchin. Good night, everybody. Hey, we'll talk again.
Good night.
The Stillwater Ponies Boys Hockey is sponsored in part by Acapulco Restaurante Mexicano, RBC Wealth Management of Stillwater, and Anita White, a Coldwell Banker Burnett licensed realtor in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Valley Access Channels and the community thank you for your sponsorship.